welcome to Fearful Harmony. Today we have the one and only, the horror enthusiast, the guy who really likes Sonic and Luigi and is named Luigi, middle name Kid Gaming. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. That was a very, very nice description of me. Very, very good. I'm doing fantastic, and you're doing fantastic as well, broski.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I will say, if I had told myself, oh my goodness, like 9 years ago that I would be here interviewing Luigikid, I would not have believed myself.
hey, look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. I remember I actually watched one of your videos back in the day where you were saying something about that you participated in one of my Mario Maker giveaways.
Oh,
I was like, oh, dude, he's a dedicated bro.
Yeah, that was like, what, 2015, 2016 or something? When did Mario Maker come out? I don't even remember.
Yeah, something like that. I think 2015 it was like the 13th anniversary. Yeah, it could be something like that.
I will say, how does it feel to kind of have like someone who like watched you as like a kid, like I was like 11, yeah, kid, like coming up, and now that they're kind of a creator? Is that weird at all?
No, actually, I'm very, very happy for you that you were able to succeed in what you're doing. I think that's absolutely amazing. And even before I knew that you were pretty much looking up to me as a content creator, you're now doing your own thing, and I literally was now looking up at your content because your editing style, your videos are absolutely amazing, funny to watch, just a great time. And yeah, I became a fan of your videos myself now. It's really, really awesome to see how far you came.
Well, kind of speaking about like where we came from, so kind of like the first question, just a little like baseline, but what kind of started Luigikid? Like maybe not like your place on YouTube, but like what started where you're at now?
This is like one of the most common questions that I've been receiving in podcasts and interviews. Why the name Luigikid? It all started when I was born. No, it all started back when I was like 3 or 4 years old. When I was playing on my Nintendo 64 Mario Kart 64 with my big brother, whose name is actually Mario, and he obviously picked Mario. I picked Luigi, and in other games like Mario Party and Mario Kart, those were like my first ever games that I've played. We continued with playing me as Luigi and he as Mario. And at some point, my family members and even closer friends started to call me Luigikid. It became a nickname that sticks to me till now, as it seems.
So I was talking about horror a bit. So why do you think you kind of like focus around horror? Like, what's interesting about horror to you?
It's just the feeling while playing horror games, at least back when I was started playing horror games, you felt so vulnerable. You felt so alone. It was, the tension, the adrenaline rush that you're getting from playing those horror games, and yourself trying to keep pushing forward through the dangers and through the fear. And it's just one of the greatest feelings I felt when I was younger. And that pretty much made me fall in love with horror games, especially games like Resident Evil 1, especially the remake, or the Silent Hill games. And to this day, those are still some of my favorite horror games ever.
Yeah, I'm excited for because I haven't played Silent Hill because a copy is quite expensive. But with the remake coming out, I'm really excited.
And let's hope that the remake is gonna be as good as the OG. But who knows? Who knows what Bloober Team is coming up with? But if you have the chance to check out the games at some point, you should totally check them out. As far as I know, you can actually download Silent Hill 4. From GOG, Good Old Games. It's like Steam.
Yeah. I got Corpse Party on there a while ago. That's the only thing I have on there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, also an amazing game.
Yeah, so also with horror, I asked why horror games, but why specifically creepypasta and like EXE games? Like, what kind of got you into that? Was there like an inciting incident, or was it kind of just the Sonic.exe craze that like...
Oh, no. Sonic.exe is one of the creepypastas that I didn't even, started with. The first ever creepypasta, or the first story that made me fall in love with creepypasta content, was the band Drowned, Majora's Mask creepypasta by Jeduceable. Yeah. This is, until this very day, my all-time favorite creepypasta, which is actually funny because I've never finished the entire series of this. I, started off with I think it came out sometime in 2012 or 2013. And after some fan games, Remember.exe, in which the band Round character was also very present, there was a time where I really, really fell in love with all that stuff, of all the content that was, all around the creepypasta as well. But not too long ago, a few years, I think sometime in 2020 or 2021, the story out of nowhere continued, and I never got myself to watch the ending of this because I was afraid that I'm not getting satisfied, or that
Yeah.
or
It's not the
I just don't want it to end, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I had no clue that it continued.
It did continue, yeah.
I was never the biggest Legend of Zelda fan, but I do remember like watching like the Ben Drown stuff like that, because it did.
You're missing out, fam. You're missing out.
I've played Wind Waker and Minish Cap. That's where I'm at.
Bro, can you imagine that Wind Wakers are already like 21 years old?
That's crazy to think about. Wind Waker was
really crazy.
Cause I like grew up like right around when like GameCube PS2 era was like ending, so that's like what I had like to play with, like with my brother, and I would always watch him play Wind Waker. I remember specifically I could never get past, cause I was like, I don't even know how old, like 5 or 6. I couldn't get past like the beginning puzzle, like the little parkour at the beginning where it's like, oh, it took me like 1,000 years to beat this or something. I was like, yeah, I see why. But then I replayed it a couple years ago and I got past it on like the second try. I'm like, really?
You became a true gamer.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day, this is kind of a last minute addition, but I don't think there's many other people who know as much about like EXE and like creepypasta games as we do. So I'm curious. Let's see how many EXE games you remember what they are. So I'm gonna name off a couple that I can remember, and you gotta tell me if you can remember what they are.
Very hard for me, to be completely honest.
You play so many.
I've played thousands of those.
These are a little more well-known ones. It's ones I was able to remember, so maybe you'll be able to remember them too.
I think if you drop some names, I will definitely be able to remember the names or the games themselves, but I probably won't be able to remember the stories or who the creator is. But funny enough, before you're asking me about the games, I've been working on my Sonic.exe creepypasta or iceberg video right now. Ooh. Together with Jodo Boy. So I've been in the middle of researching some older games or more famous games again, more popular games again. So maybe I won't do as bad as I expect to do.
So first one, do you remember helpme.exe?
Helpme.exe, yeah, because I think I've played not too long ago a remake, but
they remade it.
I think if that's the one, helpme.exe.
Yeah, that one stuck in my head pretty hard when I saw that one because.
Wait a minute. I still need to think. If we're on the same page. If helpme.exe is the one that Cloudy Joel actually made a remake of.
Was it Cloudy Joel? I'm starting to remember dev names a lot more recently, so I know that name. It's in my head.
The thing is, helpme.exe, is that a Sonic.exe game? Or is it a Mario? Okay.
It's Sonic.
Then I think then. But
hey, you want a hint?
Yeah, give me a hint.
The ending was insane. Like, the ending was probably the most memorable part about the game. Like, what it did.
Okay. What did it do? Because I can't remember the
ending. It messed with your computer.
Ooh. Yeah, but to be frank, most of the EXE games nowadays I've been playing around with your computer.
I've been vocal, kind of. Okay, actually, that's a good question. How do you feel about the direction that EXE games are kind of taking nowadays? And when I say direction, I mean, like, we got a lot of new upcoming things, like PC ports are kind of like, I say in, like, quotations, like remakes of older ones, reimaginings. And then the trend of fourth wall breaking. How do you feel?
I'm a huge fan of fourth wall breaking, but only if it's in a very, very creative way. There's like some fourth wall breaks, like, for example, I've played a game that was called vanilla.exe.
Yes! I think I left a comment on your video just like spewing out everything, and then I talked in one of my videos about that game specifically.
This game itself, I mean, besides of it using artificial art, like AI art, the game itself could have potential. It is absolutely scary, but it also, where I think the scariest part is that it forced a blue screen to shut down your PC, which actually made me mad. I hope cursing is allowed.
Yeah,
here
it's
on this
fine. It's
channel.
fine.
Because I was losing parts of my recording, and recording this was really, really a pain in the ass because I'm now working on a new PC and I haven't used the virtual machine on this yet. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be fine,
Yeah.
and apparently it wasn't that fine at all.
Yeah.
So I learned my lesson even after 10 years of making EXE content.
I run a lot of exe games I play on virtual machines just because I don't trust a lot of them. At least like in the same way that you do it, where like it crashes your PC and then like my OBS isn't gonna save that. But specifically with vanilla.exe, which is I've talked about this game a surprising amount, not like in public, just with like friends and stuff, but it kind of bugs me because it's just an example of this trend of fourth wall breaks, which I also love fourth wall breaks. I mean, you've seen my videos.
Yeah, but this is
I
way too much
about.
into your face, in my opinion.
It's like starting it's like continuing a trend almost. Like it's setting a precedent that this is okay. Cause like sure, like it's not that harmful. It's annoying. It could do some damage if like you're recording and you lose the recording. But like what's next from here? There's going to be a younger person who's like, oh, I'm gonna make it that like delete your files or something like that, because it is getting like more and more. Yeah.
Yeah, you will never know what those developers are coming up with.
So moral of the story, use a virtual machine on a game that you're not sure what it does, just to be
100%,
safe.
100%. I think we can suggest that to each and every single person out there that is, just a little curious playing EXE games. Especially you're playing games from strangers. You download those games from GameJolt. You can never be 100% sure if it's a save file or not. And I think at some point I even got myself something malicious, like some kind of malware at some point. I can't tell you which game it was, but I definitely received some kind of malicious files on my PC from playing EXE games.
Yeah.
But when we before you ask me, I mean, I don't know if you want to ask even more game names, but before we jump to the next name, I want to say something about the fourth wall breaks again. One of the games that did it perfectly fine, that executed it perfectly, was Deprived Hedgehog. That was one of the games that was submitted to my latest Luigikid EXE challenge.
Was this that game, the one that printed a picture?
Exactly this one.
Okay,
and
I remember that.
The best thing about it was it made it so subtle. I didn't even realize that I was printing a picture because the printer is literally in the office of my girlfriend, and I was recording my video, playing games, shits and jiggles, and my girlfriend is just sitting in her office, and this random Sonic picture is getting printed, and she gets into my room and like, did you print this? I was like, oh, what the hell?
I remember seeing that clip and I was like, that is so funny.
That was one of the craziest things. Like, this really caught me off guard.
Kind of talking about like crazy horror experiences, besides that, what is the absolute like most insane horror or like EXE game you played, whether because like it messed with your computer or like just the experience of playing it at the time? What do you think that was?
I think the first game, especially when it comes to the fourth wall breaks, was the banned round horror game Remember.exe. This one was next level stuff for me. I've been making YouTube videos for like the first year. I played the game. This game was interacting directly with you. It was reading your PC's name. When you tried to close it, it would shut down your PC as well, or give you a message that you shouldn't have done that. And so on and so on. And once you closed the game, you were able to close the game. It wasn't even closed. There was still like this hidden process in the background. You were able to hear those scary Zelda Re-Dead screams in the background, or the Skull Kid laughing from Majora's Mask. That was probably the scariest experience that I had from playing EXE games or creepypasta games.
Yeah, I remember... I don't even remember how long
I remember
that game
was,
but I remember seeing like footage of that game because I kind of blocked that one out of my memory, but like that one, Hotel Mario, and then Escape from Lavender Town. Those were kind of like my introductions to like games being able to mess with your PC like that.
You're talking about Hotel Mario 6, the one that you made a
Yes,
video
Hotel
of?
Mario 6.
This game was so bad.
it was just too
It was
weird. Yeah.
It was okay.
It was
Like
okay for its time because like it was also the first game I heard of opening your disk drive, which was kind of cool.
There were a lot of games actually that were doing that back in the day. But nowadays, no newer PCs don't even have disk drives anymore.
Yeah, I have a disk drive attached to mine right now because I collect like older computer games and I mess around with virtual machines and stuff. So that's kind of how I have to get them to work is like going through like virtual machine, getting like the most perfect conditions to run games from like 98. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh. There was one when you said Ben drowned at first. Do you remember there was I think it was an exe. It wasn't really a game, but it was like called Ben.exe, and when you ran it, just like a picture would just like appear on your computer. Yeah, that was a classic. And
that was a classic. I was so ready because as I said it, the Ben drowned creepypasta was like my all-time favorite. And when I saw there is like an own Ben.exe game, I was so damn ready, prepared everything. About to hit the record button, about to open the game. I was like, okay, let's jump straight to this. And jump scare, ear rape. I got dead. I got killed literally in my video.
You know what's funny about that game? Huh?
What do you say?
I said, you want to know what's funny about that game?
What's so funny about this game?
PewDiePie played that. Did you know that?
PewDiePie played a lot of pretty insane games.
Yeah, he had just an entire video dedicated to EXE games, which I mean was like the best video way back when it came out because I was like, oh, I like EXE games, and one of them he played was that Ben.exe game. And I remember that vividly. So I think that's hilarious that like one of the biggest YouTubers of all time has played that, and it is on his channel.
That's really crazy. Something I still remember from my original Ben drowned or Ben.exe video. Besides its awfully shitty, low quality, and it only took like 2 minutes. There was like this very cringy desktop wallpaper I had in this video because I still was together with my ex-girlfriend. And when people bring this up, I still remember this one background where there is me with my girlfriend, with my ex-girlfriend kissing in this video. That's
rough. You were mentioning it earlier, the creepypasta challenge. What kind of got you to start those? Like, what was the process of being like, you know what, I'm gonna start like this game jam for people?
There were like multiple reasons or inspirations. The first one is good EXE games or good creepypasta games were lacking. Obviously, I've seen this is my niche content, and this niche is slowly fading away. The interest, the creepypasta or EXE game interest was, I think the correct term is stagnating.
Yeah, especially like late 2010s, like before Friday Night Funkin', it was kind of in the water. Dead.
I mean, even before Friday Night Funkin', I think.
Before Friday Night Funkin'.
Yeah, but in 2020, I think I've made my first creepypasta challenge. And in this creepypasta challenge, oh wait a minute, I didn't tell you what the inspiration was. Why? next to bad games or not enough games have been made. I've been a huge Mario 64 speedrunner fan or ROM hack community fan. And there was this YouTuber, or there still is this YouTuber called Simple Flips that hosted his own. Yeah, shout out to Simple Flips at this point. We gotta bring back the meme.
I mean, I have Bup in my name, of course. I know
of course you know
Simple
Simple Flips. But Simple Flips also made his own Mario 64 challenges, and one of them, very a particular challenge of his was the Mario creepypasta challenge or Mario horror ROM hacks. And I've played through those ROM hacks and uploaded those on my channel, which helped me boosting my channel again, got the channel into the right direction. I was like, maybe I could do something similar and even, give some prize money out and find even some sponsors for them challenges. And it was an epic win. People made incredible creepypasta games. And one of the first submissions during the first creepypasta challenge happened to be Sonic.exe PC port by the one and only Jodo Boy. Yeah?
Jodo Boy.
And that's how I actually got in contact with Jodo Boy. because in my opinion, when it came to its aesthetics, to the atmosphere of the game, and also with the fourth wall break, because in the first original PC port version, my my face. There was literally a sprite of my face in the very end, which looked absolutely demonic. Greatest fourth wall break. Yeah, I thought this was absolutely incredible. The gameplay was just lacking. It was not feeling like a real Sonic game.
Well, it was like
that's
a
why.
demo originally, right? It was just
Yeah,
the tails.
it's definitely not. It's definitely not what Sonic PC port is going to end up. What it's going to be now in the end. But it was like an early concept, incredible concept that he has uploaded to the challenge. And if it wasn't for the bad gameplay of this, because as I said, it didn't feel like a Sonic game, this would have easily won the challenge. Easily.
And then I think Sonic.exe was also a submission, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That one
was
kind of
like-
popped off a bit. I mean,
That one was insane. This one, like, I've already made like 3 or 4 challenges, like creepypasta challenges, before EYX came out. Because then after my creepypasta challenges, I called them the EXE challenges, where I specifically wanted stuff like Sonic.exe games. And then Kawa16 and Cloudy Jolt were submitting Sonic.exe or Sonic Edible ROM. And this game was absolutely crazy.
no, I
And
think it's
till
one of my
this-
favorite EXE games.
I just wanted to
hands
say,
down.
till this day, it is my favorite. This is my all-time favorite EXE game probably that I've played.
Was it weird to see it being played by Markiplier?
Bro, even I
I
speed
had
played
to.
it.
Wait, did he? Well, he
Yeah,
played a lot
I
of
should
EXE
speed
games. He
played it,
played
yeah.
Cattle Boy. Did you know that?
He did.
Yeah, I did actually. I completely forgot. I had a story, very small story that I completely forgot about until I was making the questions or like thinking of questions to ask you. Cause you mentioned the Mario Maker. Like I applied for the Mario Maker, like the giveaway for the Wii U.
Yeah.
That wasn't the first time. We've
Oh my
actually
goodness.
interacted before, Luigikid.
We did
A very
interact.
long time ago. So it was back when Smash Wii U was like big,
Oh,
right?
Did we play
and
against
you
each
would
other?
street, yeah. Yep. And I think you played Luigi. I can't remember who I played, but
course
I
I
just
played
remember losing 2 games, and then you're like, "Oh, good match, good match." I was too terrified to talk on the Wii U microphone because I didn't think I was gonna get in. I was just watching. I was
I
like,
remember, yeah.
I'll
I think there was
try."
like voice chatting in the lobbies.
Yeah, it was really scuffed.
And some, I mean, the quality was ass, but some people were like, "Oh my god, Luigikid, yeah, I love it talking to you. Oh, GG's, good matches." And yeah, I remember there were some people that were like super shy. Were you one of those super shy
Oh
kids?
yeah, no, I was a kid, and this big YouTuber was like, "All right, let's play this game," and I didn't even think I was gonna get in, like I said, so I was very caught off guard. But I think that's funny. We have technically interacted before, but
Crazy.
Kinda-
I didn't remember that.
yeah, kind of going off of Smash. You kind of dabbled in esports, don't you? Or like you
Oh,
dabble
I
in
do.
esports, right? You want to talk about that a bit? Like, kind of what do you like do? Like, what team? Like, what do you play?
I'm playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Austrian esports team or organization that is called Austrian Force Willhaben. I've been partnered with them for the past 2 or 3 years already. Time truly flies. And I would say I'm a pretty decent player here in my region in Austria. There are still many people that are so much better than I am. I'm still actively visiting tournaments, but only for the vibe and, you know, to hang out with the community, because most of the people from the Smash Bros. Community became very good friends of mine. But I'm like, if I'm visiting one of my locals, let's say out of 50 entrants, I mostly become between 7th and 13th place. I've got decent placings for
Better than I would do.
The thing is, all of the people there, they grind the ever-loving shit out of the game, and the only times I'm playing right now is during those tournaments. I don't find the time anymore to play or practice the game. That's why I can't use another character than Luigi, because I've been used to this mofo my whole life long. You know, I've been playing him my entire life, and I don't find the time to grind any other characters.
Yeah, that's kind of like cuz I still play Ultimate, but I only played like I'd play in like my friends' dorms or something like that cuz like that's
Hmm.
just kind of the game they play. So I was like, "All right, I'll play too." I play Dark Pit.
Dark Pit.
Not a very yeah, it's a very strange character. I think I saw Alpha Rad play Dark Pit once and I was like, "I'll try that."
Hey,
And
there
that's
are
how it
actually
started.
decent players with Dark Pit.
Yeah, but I like you said, I don't really have the time to grind out the game like I did when it first came out because I played so much Ultimate. I feel like everyone did when the game first came out in like 2018, 2019.
Like I streamed it a lot, and I loved streaming it. Competing against my community. But the thing is, once I started, visiting tournaments, I've seen how awful I got when grinding too much online because playing this game Wi-Fi just absolutely messes up your timing
Yep.
because of the online buffer and the lag. It's definitely not the same thing, and that's why I stopped at some point playing too much or streaming Smash Bros. Ultimate because I got worse and worse in my tournaments because of playing it too much online.
Well, you may have stopped the Smash grind, but I believe there's still one grind you're on, and that is the gym grind. Everybody is dying to know, Luigi Kid. What is your gym routine?
My gym routine. First of all, that some people probably didn't know or didn't remember. I used to work before I was making YouTube videos. I was working as a fitness coach for like almost 4
Really?
years. Yeah, the more you know, the deepest Luigi
My
Kid lore right there.
goodness.
Um, and that was probably my prime time when I was when I used to be a fitness coach. Um, I'm not even that fit anymore. I mean, most people would say, "Yeah, you're super fit," but I know that I have been even buffer or stronger or more ripped. But I'm still back in the grind, and I think after this call, the first thing I'm doing is hitting the gym.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I was
Let's
about to
go!
say.
Oh, yo,
I,
if it would be now in the same region, we could hit the gym together. Let me be your
I
spotter.
honestly, if we're ever into, I would love that because I never use the benches at my school because either they're taken up or I don't have anyone to spot me. But
Awesome. But my
yeah,
gym routine, it's actually pretty simple. I'm usually making a push and pull double split, and that's pretty much it. I've been trying to visit the gym as often as possible a week. It's like for me, it's something to get some steam off my chest or off my mind. Whenever I've been editing the whole day long in my office, the
yeah.
videos. At the end of the day, I just want to go to the gym and turn my mind off and grind for some real life XP.
All right. Before we wrap up here, just one question: do you have any advice to kind of like upcoming creators who kind of want to like do the stuff that you do?
Yeah, of course. One of the many advice that I could give you is just do it. Like, just upload, find find something that you enjoy playing. For me personally, it was horror games. It ended up being EXE games because I love playing Sonic or Mario games in general and horror combining those. That was like the perfect combination for me. And yeah, just continue uploading, continue the grind, and maybe you will be able to succeed at one point. If you stop, you will never know if this one point comes where you succeed. Maybe this one video that you upload or that you could have uploaded will be the one that is going viral. You'll
Could be
never
a
know
Cowboy
if you
video.
stop. It could be a Cowboy video.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on to this. Is there anything like you want to promote or like show out to anyone who wants to go see you elsewhere?
Yes. Everyone, please subscribe to Toadbub.
I don't think that's your channel.
Now, everyone, please subscribe to Feel for Harmony. This needs also to reach 10K as soon as possible, maybe even 100K. And
see about
Toadbub, you
that.
also need 100K at some point. Like you're getting there,
I might
bro.
get there.
You're getting there.
Yeah.
Silver play button incoming. No, I'm actually very, very happy for everyone that has been supporting me over the past few years. If you happen to be a new viewer, I would also appreciate it if you would check out my YouTube channel, Luigikid Gaming. Maybe you will find one or two videos that you enjoy watching or that piques your interest. But
I
yeah,
mean, they'd
that's
have quite a
pretty much it.
backlog to go through.
There is a lot of stuff. I think if you enjoy the games that Topub is covering, then you can see my reactions, my gameplays of said games on the channel.
Yeah, well, that's all the time we got. And moral of the whole entire thing: don't run really shady Game Jolt games on your computer.
That's right. That's mother flipping right.